Now, Slovakia is urging the European Commission to address the looming halt of Russian gas supplies through Ukraine, saying that the economic impact on the EU will far outweigh the effect on Russia. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskiy is set to block Russian gas flows through his country from January. And we can get more now from our Bloomberg senior reporter, Meyer, who joins me now. Henry, good morning. What are the possible compromises? And, I mean, how serious would a failure to reach an agreement be?
Well, there are two possible routes they could go. One, which has been spoken about, is the gas would be transferred to foreign ownership, so in other words, Slovakia and Hungary, when it crossed the border between Russia and Ukraine. So this would allow, Ukraine to say that it is not transiting Russian gas. That's one option. Another one is for these two countries to buy gas from Azerbaijan, and there would be a swap arrangement whereby Russia would sell its own gas to Azerbaijan. But, these are just, at the moment, hypothetical possibilities. We don't know whether they will be able to agree on this or not. And regarding the second part of your question... Yes, just turning to, you mentioned, what would be the consequences? Well, I mean, what you have to remember here is that, Europe used to import 40% of its gas from Russia. That figure has now gone down to 8%. So clearly the impact is far less than it would have been prior to the war. However, for these two countries, Slovakia gets 90% of its gas from Russia. Hungary gets almost 50%. For them, for those two countries, this will have a very serious impact.
OK, and then just in terms of the prospects of a Ukraine ceasefire in 2025, of course, Donald Trump inching towards office again on January the 20th. He said he wants to bring the war to a rapid end. Russia's rejected a ceasefire. How likely is it that the two sides can end the fighting in 2025?
There's certainly going to be no quick end to the fighting. I mean, that's made clear by the Russian statement you just referred to. They are willing to start negotiations. I think the negotiations will begin early in the new year, as soon as Trump takes office. But they're going to be very, very tough bargaining ahead. Russia has two main demands, which are very difficult for Ukraine to swallow. The first one is that they must renounce their ambition to join NATO. And the second one, agree to very strict limits on the size of its military. So I think what we're going to see is a very long and protracted period of negotiations, during which the fighting will continue, and probably Russia will continue to make gradual progress on the battlefield.